All animals have a gourmet instinct that is attracted to their preferred food. And through the food chain, they have evolved to adapt to nature and form ecosystems. Therefore, animals' gourmet instinct is a product of natural selection for survival. On the other hand, humans still prefer sweet taste because they have the same taste buds as their ancestors who always suffered from hunger in prehistoric times. As a result, modern humans suffer from various adult diseases such as obesity and hypertension due to their preference for sweet tastes. In other words, human taste buds can be seen as a result of maladaptation to the environment. According to the law of survival of the fittest, humans should have been extinct long ago. Despite this, how can we explain the fact that humans have not only survived for millions of years, but also thrive almost everywhere on Earth? Let's start telling that story now. Around 6 million years ago, the climate on Earth cooled, and the tropical rainforests in Africa turned into grasslands, intensifying the competition for food. As a result, some adventurous ancestors of humans crossed the grasslands to find food. Over time, natural selection led to humans walking upright, which was more energy efficient and allowed for a wider field of view, making it more suitable for survival. With their newly freed hands, humans began to create and use tools, and eventually learned how to use fire. Using fire led to significant changes in their way of life, including the practice of cooking food. According to the theory of evolution, the practice of cooking food reduced the energy required for digestion and the size of the digestive system, leading to an increase in brain size and intelligence. This provided a significant advantage over other animals in the competition for survival. However, our ancestors probably did not start cooking food for the sake of evolutionary advantage. Primatologist Richard Wrangham suggests the cooking hypothesis, which states that our ancestors began to prefer cooked food because it tasted better to them. According to current knowledge, there are 5 types of taste: sweet, salty, sour, bitter, and umami. Note that spiciness and astringency are not tastes. Spiciness stimulates pain and heat sensations through temperature receptors such as capsaicin, while also inducing pleasure by releasing endorphins. Endorphins can relieve pain, induce happiness, and reduce stress. Additionally, capsaicin has been shown to prevent the growth of Helicobacter pylori, which causes stomach ulcers. Astringency is a sensation of pressure felt on the skin when the mucous membrane of the tongue contracts. Tannins, which cause astringency, are known to effectively remove active oxygen and inhibit aging. But how do animals distinguish and perceive different tastes? The surface of an animal's tongue is covered with papillae, which contain taste buds. These taste buds have receptors that distinguish different tastes and send signals to the brain, allowing us to perceive taste. The brain produces pleasure or displeasure in response to each taste, inducing appropriate survival responses. For example, sweet taste recognizes carbohydrates and encourages intake of energy sources. Salty taste recognizes sodium and regulates concentration in the body for maintaining homeostasis. Sweet and salty taste promote dopamine production in the brain, causing pleasure, but excessive saltiness can cause discomfort and create the perception of being too salty. Umami taste recognizes amino acids such as glutamate and promotes intake of nutrients necessary for synthesizing proteins. Umami was discovered by a Japanese chemist named Ikeda Kikanaya and named umami, which is a combination of umai meaning delicious and mi meaning taste. By the way, Ikeda developed the manufacturing method for message, a compound of glutamate and sodium that produces umami, and made a lot of money from it. Sour taste recognizes acidity and causes discomfort to avoid spoiled food. In fact, if given food with a sour taste, newborn babies will wrinkle their faces and spit it out. However, it is said that our enjoyment of sour taste is not instinctive but rather learned. There is also a hypothesis that primates like humans developed a liking for sour taste to consume vitamin C, also known as ascorbic acid, because they cannot produce it themselves. The bitter taste helps us avoid consuming poisonous food. If we eat food that tastes bitter, it can induce nausea and, in severe cases, cause stomach cramps and vomiting. In short, taste receptors such as saltiness and sweetness indicate what is lacking in the food we eat, giving us a feeling of satisfaction. On the other hand, taste receptors such as sourness and bitterness create discomfort, helping us distinguish harmful food. This mechanism of taste has evolved to attract animals to food that they instinctively prefer. For example, carnivorous animals eat the flesh and bones of other animals, while herbivorous animals consume plants. All animals instinctively know what food contains the nutrients they need. In other words, all animals, including humans, have a natural instinct to pursue taste and pleasure. However, each animal has adapted its lifestyle to its environment, resulting in changes in taste receptors. Animals have developed suitable appetites for survival through natural selection. This evolution of taste usually involves the destruction of unnecessary taste receptors for survival. For example, cats cannot taste sweetness. This is because, like other carnivorous animals, they can obtain the necessary nutrients from their diet and obtain enough energy from the fat and sugar contained in the cells of their prey. Long ago, cats with sweet taste receptors had to spend too much time and energy squeezing out juice, which was a disadvantage when hunting for food, leading to their extinction through natural selection. Similarly, giant pandas cannot taste umami, which is why they cannot taste the flavor of meat. The ancestors of giant pandas were bears, some of which fed on the abundant bamboo in their environment. However, the panda population that preferred meat wasted a lot of time and energy on hunting, resulting in lower survival and mating chances, leading to their natural extinction. In short, each animal is a product of evolution through natural selection based on their preferred taste. However, it's strange that humans and chimpanzees still have similar tastes. If something tastes good to humans, it generally tastes good to chimpanzees as well. Considering that humans and chimpanzees share a common ancestor and have evolved in various environments for millions of years, it is surprising. The answer can be found again in the cooking hypothesis. Humans have cooked and eaten food over fire regardless of their environment, so they have been influenced by the environment less than other animals that have lost specific senses of taste. Although there may be some variation depending on location, culture, or individuals, human taste can be considered to have little influence by natural selection compared to other animals that adapt to the pleasure and displeasure mechanism of taste through natural selection. In other words, while other animals adapt to the pleasure and displeasure mechanism of taste through natural selection, humans overcame it by cooking and eating various food, leading to the development of dazzling civilization. In ancient times, our ancestors abandoned familiar environments and went on adventures to vast prairies. That choice was the decisive end that separated humans and chimpanzees. As a result, humans now have become the masters of this Earth, sent spaceships to various planets in the solar system, and are planning to migrate to and explore Mars. Ironically, however, the more civilization developed, the less happy we seem to be. Rather, chimpanzees, who live peacefully and naturally, appear to be much happier. It's like a paradox of the winner's curse, or the more materially abundant we become, the poorer our spirit gets. At the University of Bordeaux in France, there was an interesting experiment with sommelier about the taste of wine. As a result, even wine experts called sommelier felt completely different tastes from the same wine depending on the appearance or shape of the bottle. This experiment suggests that taste is greatly influenced by our thoughts, or the function of our brains. In short, things taste better when our minds are happy. When chimpanzees share food with friends, they secrete a lot of oxytocin. Oxytocin is a hormone involved in intimacy and promotes dopamine secretion, making us feel happy. Perhaps the small moments we share with our loved ones such as family, friends, and significant others while eating a meal together in our daily lives is the greatest happiness we experience? Subscribing and liking the video are a great help. Thanks for watching.